What is up, Diosy fans? Diosy here, and in today's video we will be tier listing Wings of Fire books for the final time up to now until I read the new books. So yeah, if you don't know, this has every single Wings of Fire books other than the Guide to the World, Guide to the Dragon World. If you don't know, I really like the book. I cannot like the overall, like there's like not much story elements. It's just like a Wikipedia, and in that fact it's honestly a really good version of it. I still do feel like there's a couple of stuff missing, but honestly, it's a really good book. Honestly, it helps us with the scarcity of Wings of Fire. But today we're gonna be ranking all the books. There's also, as I would believe, all the books are jumbled around, so I'll just have to go with the flow. So all the books that are on here, I'll be ranking, and then if there isn't one, I'll be going over that one in the end of the video. Okay, but I think we're just gonna go with book order. So yeah, first up we have book 1, and honestly it is going in A tier. I completely did not like this book. This book was a D tier to me until I did recent rereads. Honestly, the story is really good, and I feel the problem and the issue came in the Clay trying to escape scene, where I was really confused. That's where it like really dropped off the story for a long time. Now that I have more sense in me and I'm a better reader, this book is a lot more easier to understand. So overall, this book definitely gets an A tier. Also, I'm sick. Lost Air. Honestly, Lost Air was a really good book. A tier. Wait, what did I do? Did I click a button? Okay, wait. Crap. Okay. Yeah, I fixed it. Anyway, so basically, Lost Air is a really good book. Overall, I find it very good. So basically, the closer it is to the tier like logo, it's basically just tells it's better. So it's probably Lost Air is better than the first book. Honestly, both of them are really good. Book 3. Where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. Book 3, honestly, first S tier. Actually, you know what? Okay, and we finished it. Yay! So I probably fast forward that in the future cut, so that's good. So yeah. Anyway, so let's go over this now. Honestly, it's an S tier book. It does stuff very well. Honestly, this is probably my favorite book out of the whole first arc. Overall, I do believe first arc is the best out of all the arcs because it does the story the best, and this is where I feel like it's so good because all the characters are so good. Like, where before I feel like the problem with like Lost Air and Dragon of Destiny is that the main character is very well highlighted. God. But like the other characters are like sort of in the shadows. They're really good, but like this is where like every character, including Glory, gets spotlight. Where it's like Glory has like a 9 out of 10 spotlight, and everybody else like has their fair good share of it. It's like Glory gets spotlight, but so does everybody else. But Glory gets it like slightly more, whereas in the other books they were slightly overshadowed. Where like in this book you don't really escape from even a single character, and there's so much character development. Honestly, we get to see like how much Glory has a friendship with Tsunami and Clay especially. So yeah, overall, plus we get Deathbringer. This book is amazing, so it gets S tier. There are some books that will go to S plus. Yeah. Okay, Dark Secret. Honestly, Dark Secret is a B tier. I think the book does so many things really well. This book is very special to me, but this book has some issues. By some, I mean a lot of them. First and foremost, the sort of lack in action is a bit boring to read through, so yeah. Other than the lack in action, this book does a lot of good stuff, but overall, I feel like this book was a mediocre sort of book before it went all the way up to the good tier. Once Starflight escapes the Nightwing Island, the book got really good with like the rescue mission, the whole Glory becoming a very strong queen, and the moral series reveal. All that was good, but that only happened to the end. So I feel like a lot of people, what happened was that they read through the first bit of the books, like first and the middle, where they were like hoping it got good, but like throughout the middle they lost all the hope and gave up, so they never got to that really good ending. I did get to that really good ending, and it was a really good ending. Okay, Brightest Night, A tier. It's good. I really love this book originally, but honestly, it is sort of going lower for me. The thing is, Brightest Night's good, but the final ending was sort of plot holy, where like it's like, yeah, somehow Sunny was able to convince all the queens to come, and sure you can blame it on how they're very like pretty much like that. I don't call that. I think that's a bit too crappy. Overall, though, like the book does so many things well. Sunny is honestly a really good main character. That's actually a hint because in our new TV show that me, Glade the Mudwing, Spooky the Nook, and so many more people are working on, Rainfall, we have Sunny as one of the main characters. If I were to say who is the overall main character of Rainfall, I couldn't, but if I were to say one, it would be Sunny, because I have so much development planned for her. The show will come out throughout one day in the summer. We are still working on the show. Animation is just beginning, so this show will be releasing this summer, so please stay tuned. The Rainfall channel link is in the description down below. Don't forget to check out at Rainfall OFCL. So yeah, oh god, I've been yammering a lot. But yeah, overall, The Brightest Night is a great book. Okay, Arc 1 is finally done. Time to go to Arc 2. Let's start with Book 6. Where's Book 6? I cannot find Book 6. Oh, there it is. Book 6 honestly gets high A tier. Like, it's really good. Overall, I feel like Book 6 does the best thing on overall character balance, where Moon's mind reading is honestly one of the strongest things that, honestly, I do miss in the other books. Like, it allows us to get, like, to know every character without, like, completely going through their point of view. It's a very good way where I feel like Tweety Sunderland used the story. Overall, it's amazing. Oh, God, I'm very sick. Yeah, this is a sick recording. Okay, anyway. Winter Tourney, B tier. Overall, it was like really good. Like, honestly, this is the complete opposite of the Dark Secret, where unlike before, where the Dark Secret really goes from decrescendo and goes to crescendo. If you don't know, the crescendo basically means worse in my, like, it means like slower, and then it goes faster, but it's also like a story form basis where it says it goes from worse to better. It's like that where it's Dark Secret goes for a late crescendo, this goes for a late decrescendo. But overall, like, the first bit of the book was really good, but then, like, you sort of lose interest in the ending. Like, it's like not where, like, you lose hope in the ending. It's there, like, you're still interested, but, like, you lose that, like, happiness that you got from reading the first bit. So, yeah. It's, like, overall slightly worse. B tier. Anyway, Escaping Peril. Honestly, this book is overall just a very weird book. I honestly really liked it. I think it's still one of the best. It gets high A tier. It is behind Moonrising, even though it is high to A tier. Honestly, Escaping Peril does so many things very well. Overall, I feel like this was the most fan service book for us, and I'm really excited about this book. So overall, it does so many things great, but at the same time, Peril can be mildly annoying at times. Honestly, this book is, in my definition, this is the biggest time where the book just, like, is so slow. And, like, I honestly thought this was gonna be my least favorite book in the beginning, where I was, like, reading, like, the first 2 chapters, and I was like, oh my god, Peril is so annoying, I'm gonna hate this book, to ending where I'm like, I remember sitting in, like, the car reading this book, and near the ending I was, like, shocked. I was like, what the hell? How is this so good? So, like, overall, like, the story went to, like, a really great extent. So, yeah. Following this, we have, Book 9, C tier. I like Book 9. Like, it's not crappy, but there are some undeniable issues with it. First and foremost, Turtle, for how much I like him, this is the worst overall antagonist in all the books. I do not care what people say. Like, okay, the second worst, the worst overall protagonist was Snowfall. But, like, I'm talking, like, overall through the book, like, it's, like, so bare bones, where it's just, like, we just get to see we're in spectator mode with Turtle's visions, and it is so annoying where he just is there. It's literally called turtle hiding by some people. And throughout the end, I gotta say, got a lot of respect for the ending. Honestly, I'm really excited for the graphic novels for book 8 and book 9, and just for those endings. Like, I cannot wait to see Turtle versus Anemone, because honestly, that was one of the best fights. But for like one good thing, the rest of the book is just very, very low tier, so it gets C tier. Book 10. Some of you are gonna hate me for this, some of you are not gonna hate me for this. High B tier. Boy, was this, okay, honestly, this book was not too bad. Like, honestly, I like Kibli as a protagonist, but also I feel like out of the whole book, I feel like other than like up to the ending and those in-betweens in the Scorpion's Den, everything else sort of felt dumpster fiery. And like, it felt like you're just like going through a break in the book. Overall, being the longest out of the main 15 books, this book you expect it to be a lot. Mind you, this book is longer than Legends Darkstalker, yet it doesn't feel like it. This book is like extremely short, and the main problem is because part 1 takes place at the same time as like the Talons of Power, where it's like you feel like there's so much more story to tell, because mind you, this whole story that they told in 100 pages was told in 200 pages in another book. Sure, the events were the same, but it honestly feels like the book is very slow out through the beginning, very slow out through the middle, goes for a high speed, and then just ends it very decently. Overall, it's a decent book. I really like what they did with the epilogue, where the order of the characters we see are the order of the main protagonists. So like we first see Moon, then Winter, then Peril, then Turtle, and finally Kibli. Honestly amazing. Best teasers for the Lost Continent, so overall it's a decent book. With that, we go to the Lost Continent. Lost Continent gets the low B tier. Honestly, the first book, it's good. Like, Blue overall is a good main character, but he works better as a side character. This issue is what I like to call, this is like the Kibli issue in a way. This is the Turtle issue, as I would recall. Basically, it's where this character is really good, but they work better as a side character formed to a main character. Where, like, I would rather 100% have Blue be a side character over a main character, because overall his motives are very weird, where he doesn't feel like a basic human emotion, where he doesn't feel oppressed, even though he should be. Like, I don't understand that bit. Like, overall, like, Blue goes through an arc that he should not go through. I feel like it should be more about, like, somebody else. Overall, though, Blue is a decent enough character. The book's plot is overall, like, it's, like, more just, like, very, like, not even slow, it's just, like, very, like, small. Where it's, like, all of it happens at the same time, but it's, like, nothing, like, too big for us. And it's like we went from like a big like story arc finale from Darkness of Dragons to something slow. I like that, but it's also like I want to see something cool. I just got off an action hype, so yeah. It's helpful, but it serves as an in-between book. Okay, the Hive Queen. Now you're gonna hate me for this, but boy is this book good. This is the definition of underrated, people. You should, if you don't like this book, you should really just reread this, because Hive Queen just does things so well. You do not understand. Like, overall, I feel like the Hive Queen is probably the best book. Okay, I'm right. Yeah, like, that's probably one of the best books in the whole Lost Continent. And that's saying something, because overall the Lost Continent is where, like, I would have rather had a time skip arc where we got to see, like, Kibli, like, all the Dragonets, like, their, like, future generations going in the story, rather than this. Overall, it's good. Like, this book especially, it's really good. You get to see so much hype. Honestly, this book does so many things very well. Like, I did not know Katydid was Cricket's mother. I could not believe that. It is so crazy. Overall, like, the story is, like, very good. And unlike Dark Secret, where it, like, goes for an insane story plot twist in the end, this goes through the middle, which makes it so that while we're, like, slowly, like, losing hype, we suddenly gain the hype, and then it allows us to continue through the rest of the book. It does it really well, so yeah. The Poison Jungle. Okay, the Poison Jungle. It is okay. Wait, what the? Okay, sorry about that. What the? Okay, it is an S tier. It is behind. Okay, why is it that all the like forest, like the Rainforest Queen, the Hidden Kingdom, and the Poison Jungle, the two books about forest, the best ones. Overall, Sundu is probably one of the best main characters. I do feel that a big problem with WoW is the changing styles, because we get used to such like really good characters, so that when we shift into other characters, it gets worse. So like overall, like Sundu is honestly one of the best ideas for a main character. He's also one of the best ideas. She's one of the best ideas for a side character. I'm sorry that I called her he. I'm like very. My mind is very painful because I'm really sick. Overall, though, like Sundu is a really good character, and Willowdew, best ship overall. My personal top 3 ships got to be Glorybringer number 1, Moonblee number 2, and Willowdew at number 3. Yes, I like those two better, but honestly, Willowdew is a good fighter. Oh crap! It's the Dangerous Gift. It's D tier for me. Honestly, this book, not the best. Like, very, very bad in my idea. The book does not do much things justice. Overall, it's not that great. And I honestly feel like it's not, like, very good. This is one of those rare books where I never felt like, yes, let's go. Oh my god, that's so good. In like the whole book, where it's like it's really good, like compared to other books, it's really good. But like going over it, like it being D tier just did not help it. So yeah. Like overall, like there's like one good moment in the whole book, which is when like Snowfall like sees like through her mother's memories and sees how like Glacier was actually prepared to have Snowfall be queen. Like that was the only good part where I actually like felt emotion. Everything else was like just like, oh, she's the most annoying character. And then like Escaping Peril, where like completely like changed moods near the ending of the book. That one scene wasn't able to like change everything. And overall, like this book's like very bad. And this is where I see like the downfall of WoW in a way. With that we have, oh, the last book's not here. Okay, so if you don't know, Flames of Hope, it's gonna go in low C tier. Like overall, Flames of Hope, it was good, but also like the book was very good. Like through the beginning, we had so many groups, but then like we lose a lot of the characters, and then we spend the rest of the whole book just in a single spot. So it's like getting really boring. I still do remember we got Domino's pizza that night. Like the moment like the pizza came, that was the moment when I finished the book, and I was like, well, that was the ending. I was like very crazed out because I finished the WoF, but I was also like, it was a bit disappointing. So it goes in C tier. Dragon Slayer, sadly for how much I like this book, it's gonna go in D tier. A lot of people have this as their least favorite book. I digress. It's pretty bad. It's not like god awful, but it definitely needs some help. Cause other than like the Ren bits, they're really good. I like the Ren and Sky bits more. Like, I like overall Ren parts, but I did not like any of the other parts. Honestly, Leaf is so annoying. Ivy was good at first, but then, like, sort of, like, after reading it, like, a couple more times, Ivy just got uninteresting. Ren was the only interest, and sort of, like, the Sky Rescue portion. Oh, that was good. Other than that, like, the book really is bad. Alright, now let's go to S plus Jericho because of Legends Darkstalker. This book is honestly the, how do I say this? It's the best book we ever got, and honestly, we should worship it. Darkstalker, Legends Darkstalker is honestly one of the best written books I've ever read. The story goes very well, and I honestly think it deserves S plus tier. Now we're gonna go with some other books, side books. So first up, we have let's quickly go over these books. So first up we have Prisoners, C tier. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly go through it. It was good. It was boring. It was very short though. Assassin, A tier. It probably beats a lot of these books. Assassin is a Deathbringer solo book, and honestly, it does it really well. It like overall, the story is really good. Then we have Runaway. The Deserter. The Deserter is like a B tier. It's good. Like I didn't really care too much about Six Claws. I thought it was cool, but like this story is a good sequel to The Assassin, but it's not as good of a sequel. Runaway, again, another okay book. It's like nothing like world-endingly good, so yeah. So yeah, I'm actually gonna be removing like the Flames of Hope thing. Yeah. Anyway, so let's quickly go over the graphic novels. I'm gonna give all of them like their respective tiers, because I honestly do not feel any different to these books. So the other graphic novels, I'll not be putting them up here, similar to the Flames of Hope, but basically they're the exact same as their counterparts. I do not find any difference and any hate to the other books. Like, just gonna put, like, the graphic novels are, like, just, like, slightly worse than the original books, so, like, but, like, they're they're the exact same story, so, yeah. Like, there's, like, the only problem with, like, the Lost story is, like, Survivor never says, I'm gonna claw someone. She sadly does not say that, so, yeah. But yeah, guys, this is the end of this video. It's like a 22, 23 minute video. This is technically going to be one of my last WoW videos that I make for now, because until like some new news about WoW comes out, I won't be talking too much. So yeah, about WoW. If you don't know, I have more videos coming out on things like Percy Jackson and Warrior Cats. Stay tuned for those. But yeah, guys, that's the end of this video. If you liked the video, sub to the channel would be amazing. But that's Diozy going out.